It could be worthwhile to inspect your plant if it begins to exhibit strange symptoms. Pseudomonas syringae pathovar tomato and Xanthomonas species are frequently linked to this illness. Typical symptoms include bacteria harm tomato plants' leaves, stems, and fruits. Small, yellowish-green lesions on young leaves that are twisted and frequently curled are the earliest signs. The lesions on older leaves progressively take on an angular appearance rather than spreading down the veins. They are initially viscous, dark green, and frequently encircled by a golden halo. They are more prevalent toward the leaf tips or margins. When conditions are right, they spread out fast and go as wide as 0.25 to 0.5 centimeters before turning light brown and then reddish brown. Eventually, the spots look like cracked holes due to the center drying out and crumbling. The spots on the fruit, reaching 0.5 centimeters in size, begin to appear as pale green, waterlogged areas surrounded by a yellow halo, eventually becoming rough, turning brown, and scaly. This problem can occur due to bacterial spot disease caused by several species of bacteria belonging to the genus Xanthomonas. The disease occurs worldwide and is one of the most destructive diseases for tomato plants grown in hot, humid environments. The pathogen can survive in or on seeds, on plant debris, and on certain weeds. The bacteria have a very short survival time, about a few days to a few weeks, in the soil. When conditions are favorable, the bacteria infect healthy plants through rainwater or irrigation water from overhead sprinklers. They enter plant tissues through stomata and leaf wounds. The optimal temperature for bacterial growth is between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius. Once infected, the disease is difficult to control and can lead to total crop yield loss. You can try natural solutions such as treating bacterial spot disease is difficult and expensive. If the disease appears early in the season, consider destroying the entire crop. Copper-containing fungicides create a protective coating on the foliage and fruit. Bacteriophages, viruses that parasitize bacteria, are available that can kill these disease-causing bacteria. Soaking seeds for about 1 minute in a 1.3% sodium hypochlorite solution, or soaking seeds for about 25 minutes in hot water, 50 degrees Celsius, can minimize the risk of infection. If the condition becomes more serious, you may always consider combining preventative measures with biological treatments, where applicable. Copper-based fungicides can be used to prevent and partially control disease spread. Apply the fungicide at the first sign of symptoms, then continue repeated application every 10 to 14 days during prolonged hot and humid weather. When bacteria develop resistance to copper-based fungicides, use a combination of copper-based fungicides and mancozeb. To reduce the risk in the future, plant seeds from verified disease-free sources if at all possible. Make use of regionally resistant cultivars. Keep a close eye on the garden, particularly on overcast days. Any seedlings or plant parts with leaf spots should be removed and burned. Weeds in and around the garden should be removed. To stop plant infections from contaminating the soil, use mulch. Give gardening equipment and tools a thorough cleaning. Steer clear of overhead sprinklers, and don't work in the garden while the leaves are still damp. After harvest, either remove plant waste and let the soil rest for a few weeks, or a full month, aerate the soil, or plow thoroughly to bury it. For 2 to 3 years, schedule crop rotation using plant types resistant to disease. In conclusion, immature leaves develop tiny, yellowish-green blemishes. Leaves become deformed and curled. Dark, waterlogged lesions with a yellow halo appear on older leaves and fruit. Follow the channel to learn more about keeping plants healthy.